Hey guys, in this video I'm going to self-host and test OpenManus in Ubuntu server. So Manus is just released a few days ago, and it has attracted a lot of attention since it can use computers. That is the tool using a capability of large language models. So according to their official website, they can do a lot of tasks like research, data analysis, education, and more. OpenManus released like five days ago, and it has received 28,000 stars. So you can see that they have a very detailed instructions of how to use the package. Okay, let's start. So first, I'm going to install the package, and here it has a very detailed instruction. I have already installed UV, and I have already cloned the repository here. And here, the next step, we need to create a new virtual environment and activate it. So I'm going to run the UV and activate it. Then the next step is that UV pip install all the requirements package. So I have finished this step. So I don't need to repeat this step. And here, after you install the virtual environment, the next step is to use the LM API. So it is a wrapper of LM API. So you can use Cloudy or GPT-4o. So here, the default is Cloudy. So in my project, I'm going to use the GPT-4o. And I copy paste the API key here, and as well as to the LM vision. So since I will test the LM mainly on the Ubuntu server instead of local Ubuntu, so I probably not use the LM vision. Okay, now we can use OpenManus to control our server. So let's first create a folder or create a file. So create a file named calculator.py. Let's see if it can finish the basic command line. Yeah, it has created the calculator.py. And it is okay. So now this task has been finished. So let's continue. So write some simple codes to calculator.py. Let's take a look at what codes it runs. Okay, let's see that if we can execute this calculator.py. Yeah, it works. So let's test that. I mean, remove calculator.py. Okay, so it removes the calculator. Okay, this is quite impressive. And next, let's calculate, create a folder, a project folder calculator. In the folder, I want to have a main file and a util file. So the function operations should be in util.py, and the main calls those functions. Let's see that this task is slightly more complex than previous one. So let's see if it can finish. Okay, so now we have a function, and the operation is in the utility function. So okay, so let's run it. Okay, this actually works. Okay, so that's it for the first test. Okay, let's do the second test. Let's ask it to create a Next.js project. And in this project, we will ask it to create a calculator in the Next.js. Okay, so let's say that create a Next.js project with app routes. Okay, it's still asking you to get the permission or selection of TypeScript or JavaScript. Let's finish this selection. Let's use the default. Okay, it has creates my Next.js app, and it has the app route, and let's see if we can run it. Cd to my next app, and npm run dev. Okay, let's go to the browser to take a look. Okay, so it is running. So let's see. Please change the home page of my Next.js app to a calculator. I'm using app routes, so please please change the page txx and add components. Let's see if it can finish this more complex task. So right now we have the app, and let's see if it can finish the task. Okay, so it has finished figure out the page.tsx. I'm not sure if it has made the change. So it says that it has modified it, and it is still running. And seems from this code, it seems right. It creates a let's see if it has made a change. Okay, no change has been made. to the file, and we did not see that it creates a component. We did not see that it creates a component. So did it create a component here? No. Is this one failed? Means let's break it down. Create a component folder in the my Next.js app. And it's accurate execute right. Let's see, add calculator components and update page.tsx in app. Let's see that in this step we ask it to change the add a component. Hopefully it's not add to this app, but add to this app. Okay, so it seems that it's correctly add a calculator component, and I'm not sure, still not sure if it will update the page. Let's specifically ask it to call in my Next.js app page.tss should include what happens? Okay, so let's rerun it. So in my Next.js app, please change page.tsx. So in my Next.js app, please call calculator components from page.tsx. Let's see that, if we can change this this file, if it does not edit this file, so because previously we can edit the calculator, but I'm not sure if it will edit it. Maybe it is too difficult for Okay, I don't think it changes anything. No, it not change anything. So I consider this as a fail. But let's go and check if this work. So let's just here we include the calculator, and here let's see that if we can run the calculator. It says the user states. Let's go to the calculator, and we need to use the client. Let's see if it works. Let me restart this server, and let's rerun this code. Okay, so it is not nice, but I mean, it still give a simple calculator. I would consider it as not as a success, but not either failed, because it's as a component, but it never updates the page. So okay, so that is a test for creating a Next.js app. The third test, I'm going to ask Manus to create a Docker and Spring app. Can you create a Docker compose .yaml and for MongoDB and spin up the Docker in the system with Docker compose. So let's take a look if it can operate in the system level. So this is the Docker YAML file, and let's take a look at the Docker here. So these are the existing Docker in my system, including some of the infrastructure ones and the applications. So let's take a look. Yeah, I think it says that it's terminated completes its mission. Results observed out CMD terminate executed. I think it failed in creating the Docker. Let's ask it again. Can you use Docker compose to spin up it? I think it fails because it requires this sudo permission, but I'm not sure. Please ensure Docker Compose is installed in your system. Here's a step-by-step guidance. I think I have already installed the Docker Compose. You see, so this one I'll mark it as a fail. But it's do create the Docker Compose file for MongoDB. We just don't have. It just did not test it. Okay, so that's for the Docker. In this test, I'm going to let Manus to write a Streamlit app. Can you create a Streamlit project, a simple unit converter? I think it's syncing. Is it create so it creates a file. It do create a file of a unit converter, and let's check. It seems it will work. So let's run the stream. Let's run unit converter server address localhost, and let's test it here. Okay, it works. That's it for the Streamlit test. Next, I'm going to check if Manus can monitor the system, like the GPU or CPU usage, and execute it automatically. Can you please create a system monitor? Create a folder named Moni to store codes and logs. It should monitor the CPU usage and output into moni.log file. Execute your codes. Let's see if this works. So in this situation, we want to see if it can find the okay. So first it creates this file, but it terminated with okay, so it does not have this package. So let's test that. I mean, if it can create a virtual environment. Can you please create a virtual environment in Moni? Subscribe it and pip install the till and execute the codes. Let's see if it can create. So first, it creates a virtual environment. I'm not sure that if it will pip install everything. Let's see. I think it did not do the work because I did not see the output. Let's activate no this file. Okay, so it is strange. Okay, so this one I would mark it as a fail. Okay, so that's it for this test. So that's all the tests that I run today for OpenManus. I think the idea is very cool, but it's still very basic, and you have to have a lot of knowledge of computers and the system. So if you have any thoughts, leave a comment. Um, Otherwise, see you in next video. Thank you for watching.